A very good morning to my all lovely students. I, Poonam Tripathi, your English teacher, welcome you all to our today's online class. My dear children, I would like to begin our today's class with a thought. And the thought is, as you know more, you grow more. I repeat, as you know more, you grow more. Yes, dear children, with this thought, I begin my today's class. Dear children, in our today's class, we will see the recap of your grammar chapter number 1, determiners, okay? And then we will do the worksheet number 1. But before I start the recap of the chapter, I want to have a quiz with you. Yeah. Are you ready for it? Yes? So I have prepared a small quiz for you, right? And one by one we will go towards it and you have to guess the answer. Alright? So let's start this now. Dear children, the first one is, honesty is the best of all virtues. Yes, honesty is the best of all virtues. Now what we have to do here, we have to find out the determiners. Yes, we have to find out determiners in these sentences, right? And through this you can check your knowledge also, that how much you still remember. Okay, so just see, honesty is the best of all virtues. Now which is the determiner used here? Come on, find out. Yes, the answer is all. Alright, honesty is the best of all virtues. Okay, how many of you have guessed the correct answer? Yes. Now let's move to the second. All the world is a stage. All the world is a stage. Now here, what is the answer? All. Alright. Now the third. Is there any salt in the pot? Is there any salt in the pot? Now in this sentence, which is a determiner? Yes, any. Okay? Is there any salt in the pot? Okay? Now the next one, where is your book? Where is your book? Now tell me, this is very easy. Come on, find out. Which is the determiner here? Which one? Come on, find out. Here, your. Yes, your book. Okay, so your is used here as determiner, right? Now the next sentence, he is a man of few words. He is a man of few words, right? So in this case, now please tell me, which is the determiner? Come on. Here, few is used as determiner. He is a man of few words. Right? Yeah. So, I hope you might have guessed the answer. So, please, you have to give marks to you out of 5. Okay? Alright. So, now, dear students, we will see the recap of our grammar chapter number 1. Now, let's start the recap of this chapter. Okay? So, first of all, students, what is the meaning of a determiner? Yes, what is the meaning of a determiner? Students, a determiner is a word that comes before a noun to show how the noun is being used, right? For example, I can say my pen, my bottle, his book, this book, or these books, those books, right? All these are determiners. Yes, like this, that, his, and all, right? So that shows determiners, right? Now students, we'll see about the classifications of determiners which are based on the function they perform, right? So let's start this with articles. Okay, we know that we have two types of article. First is indefinite article, another is definite article, right? For indefinite article, we use a and. Yes, this you know very well. We use a and, right? And for definite, what do we use? We use the. Yes, you know very well all this. For example, if I say a book is man's best friend. A book is man's best friend. So here, this is general version of noun, right? A is used here. Because here, no specific name is given of any book. It is in a general sense, it is said. But if I say, the Bhagavad Gita is one of the holy books of Hinduism. So here, particularly and specifically, name is mentioned. So we will use the. Okay. The next is demonstratives. What do we mean by demonstratives? Students, in a science class and all, and in some other particular subjects, your teachers, they show some demonstration, right? If they want to show any practical or any project, they show you some demonstration. Yes? Or in suppose in English also, if your teacher wants to teach you regarding any chapters, suppose verb, right? And if we want to show any action through action verb, like jumping or eating or writing, how we can demonstrate it? A child can come and can show these activities. That is called demonstration. To demonstrate something, that is called demonstration. And here this word is demonstratives. Demonstrative. How it is related? How it is related? Demonstration means to show something. That what is this demonstrative? Suppose if I want to tell you, this is a pen. If I say, this is a pen, nobody will understand. What? If I say, this is a pen, this is a pen, that means that I am talking about this, because I am pointing towards this particular thing and I am saying, this is a pen, right? This is a marker, this is a pen, or this is a highlighter. Like this we can demonstrate. I can also say, this is a duster. This is a duster. It means I'm pointing towards this particular object. So this is demonstrative. I'm demonstrating something, and this is your demonstrative determiner. Like this, that, these, those. This is a duster. Here, this is the demonstrative determiner. Okay? This is a whiteboard. So here I am pointing towards something. Right? When we point out towards a particular thing, right, that shows demonstration, demonstrative. This is, I'm demonstrating something, right? So, for example, if I say, I want to go to that movie. Which movie I'm talking about? I'm not talking about any other general movie, but I'm talking about any particular movie. That movie, right? Now, he wanted those boys to go away. He wanted those boys to go away. Maybe a group of boys. Okay? So, in this way we can use. This is a pen, pencil, like that. This is my house. So, this in this way. Next comes possessives. So, here, which are the words? Like, we can say this, these, right? Those, that. All these are demonstratives, right? Next is possessives. Now, what is this possessives? Possessives, as the word itself tells that it is related with possession. It is related with belonging. Belongingness, right? If I say, it's our secret recipe. It's our secret recipe. That shows some belongingness. That whose recipe? Our recipe. Okay. Where is your book? I'm not talking about anybody else's book, but I'm talking about your book. Where is your book? Where is your book? Got it? Like this. So here your is, what is your? Possessive determiner. Okay. Now next comes quantifiers. Next come quantifiers. Okay. And here for possessives, the words are my, your, his. All these words we can use, right? Now next is your quantifiers. What do we mean by quantifiers and what it tells us? They indicate how much or how little of the noun is being used. Right? Now, is being used, or you can say is being discussed, right? They indicate how much or how little the noun is being discussed, right? Now let's see here. And the words we can use here: some, few, little, right? Some, few, little, much, more, any. These are the words that we can use for quantifiers. What do we mean by quantifiers? They indicate how much or how little, right? How much or how little the noun is being discussed. Right? Let's see now. He took some books of mine. He took some books of mine. Not all book, but how many books? Some. So here some is used to show the quantity. Next, he has few apples in the basket. He has few apples. How many apples? Few apples. So here few is used as quantifier. That shows the quantity. Quantity. Few means what? Less. Right? So these are the words that we can use for showing the quantifiers. It shows the quantity. Okay? So quantifiers. Now, okay, next is determiners of number. Now students, determiners of number, what it tells us? When we use number before a noun, right? When we use number before a noun, they function as determiners. Okay? So what I said, when we use number before a noun, they function as determiners. And under determiners of number, we also learned about cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers, right? These two types of numbers we studied under determiners of number. What do we mean by cardinal numbers? Cardinal numbers tell us about the quantity. Like we can say for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? They are included in cardinal numbers. Then what does ordinal number tell us? Ordinal numbers tell us the sequence, like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or for example, first impression is the last impression. First impression is the last impression. Right? So this is an example of ordinal number. So what we understood? When we use number before a noun, they function as determiners, right? And what else we studied under this? We studied about cardinal numbers and we studied about ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers tells you about the quantity and ordinal numbers tells you about the sequence. Okay? After this, we'll talk about determiners of distribution, right? Determiners of distribution. And what are the words that we use under this? Like either, neither, nor, or, right? These are the words. either, neither, each, every, all these are the words that we can use for showing determiners of distribution. Let's see, for example, this wall can be either colored red or blue. Either colored red or blue. Right? So here either is used as determiners of distribution. Right? One more example. Neither sister is willing to help him. Neither sister. It means none of the sister. Neither sister is willing to help him. Right? So here neither is used as determiners of distribution. Alright? So this was the classification of determiners which was based on the function they perform. Right? And now we will talk about the classifications of determiners which are based on the sequence, you can say, or the order they come. Okay, so let's see that. And now students will see the classifications of determiners which are based on the order in which they occur. Right? Okay, so let's see this category, or you can say the classification which are based on the order. Right? So here we go. The first is predeterminers, then central determiners, and then post determiners. Right? So first we'll talk about predeterminers. Okay? So where we use predeterminers? When? Right? So let's see. When we wish to specify quantity in a noun. Right? When we wish to specify what? When we wish to specify quantity in noun. Right? Let's see now. What are the things it is, which are the things that are included in predeterminers? They are the expressions that multiply quantity, including expressions that end in the word time, like once, twice, 10 times, or 5 times. Right? These are the expressions that ends with what? It ends with the word time, like 10 times, 5 times, 6 times, like this. Okay? Alright. For example, if I say he bought the book for 3 times its cost. So here the expression is 3 times. And this ends with the word times. This expression ends with the word times. 3 times. So here 3 is used as predeterminers. Okay, one more example. You need to make thrice this effort to pass. Here thrice is used as predeterminers. Okay? Or there are words which are used as fraction. Words that stand for fraction like half, 1/3, 2/3, they are also included under predeterminers. Right? For example, he packed only 1/3 his belongings. So 1/3. Right? 1/3. You study maths also, so you know about fractions. So these expressions are also included in predeterminers. Right? And it also includes the words like all and both. Clear? So what are the things that we studied under predeterminers? We saw that it is used when we wish to specify quantity in a noun. And what it includes? It includes the expressions, right? It includes the expressions that multiply quantity, twice, thrice, like this. And it also includes the expressions that ends with the word time, like 10 times, 5 times. And what is the next? What it includes next? It also includes fractions, right? It also includes fraction. expressions that stands for fraction like 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, like that it includes. Then what is the third one? It also includes the words like all and both. For example, I put all my books in the cupboard. I put all my books in the cupboard. Got it? Yeah. Now this is done. Now we'll see about central determiners. As the name itself tells that this is central, so it will come in the middle. Means what? After predeterminers but before post determiners, right? And what are the things it includes? Students, central determiners includes articles. It also includes possessives. It includes interrogatives. It also includes demonstratives. Got? Now, articles we know very well, a and the. Possessives, which are the words that we use for possessive? My, his, her, their, your. These are the words that we use for possessive. Then demonstrative, you know very well. This, that, these, those. Interrogative, the words that we use to ask questions like what, which, whose. These are the words that are also included. And some other words also like neither, some, no, each, every, either. These are the words that are also included in central determiners. Alright. So, what are included in central determiners? Articles, interrogative, demonstrative, possessives. Okay. Let's see a few examples. There is half an hour left. There is half an hour left. Right? There is half an hour left. So in this case, an is used as central determiner. Okay? You can see some more example. Please put all. You know very well that all we use for predeterminers. Then what is given? Please put all these marbles in the jar. So all is used for predeterminer. These is used as demonstrative. Marbles in the jar. Right? So this was example of central determiners. Right? After this we will talk about post determiners. Right? Now we'll talk about post determiner. And what it includes? It includes cardinal numbers. It also includes ordinal numbers. It includes journal ordinals. And it also includes quantifiers. So please tell me what it includes. It includes cardinal numbers. It also includes ordinal numbers. It includes journal ordinals and quantifiers, right? Under cardinal numbers, it includes 2, 4, 5, like this numbers it includes. Ordinals, you know very well that it is used for the sequence, like first, second, third, fourth, right? Journal ordinals, it includes last, next, another, other. These are the words that are included. For quantifiers, I told you quantifiers tells you about the quantity, right? And what are the words that we can use for it? They are many, few, several, much, little, right? These are the words that we can use for quantifiers, right? For example, it is the last 6 runs were scored by Sachin. The last 6 runs were scored by Sachin, right? So students, just now I gave you one example that the last 6 runs were scored by Sachin. Right? This is an example of post determiner. But one more thing I would like to tell you, and that is when cardinals and ordinals are used together, what comes first? Ordinals always come before cardinals. Right? This thing you have to keep in mind. that when cardinal number and ordinal number, if they both are used in a sentence, that what will come first? Ordinals will come first, right? In the same example, we can also see, I gave you the example, the last 6 runs were scored by Sachin, right? So here, both are used, means cardinal number is also used and ordinal number is also used, right? So, but what we have to write first? Last. What we will use? Last, because it is ordinal. The last 6. 6 is cardinal. What we have to use first? Ordinals, right? The last 6 runs were scored by Sachin. Okay. One more example. The first 10 children were given free computers. The first 10. Here also first is used. That is ordinal. 10, which is cardinal, is used later on. Children were given free computers. Okay, I think that it is clear now. These determinants are clear. One more thing is that, see, if an adjective is used to describe a noun, it comes after all the determinants. Okay, if an adjective is used, right, in a sentence, if any adjective is used, why do we use adjective? We use adjective to describe noun or pronoun. Got it? So here, if an adjective is used to describe a noun, it comes after all the determiners. Got my point? If any adjective is used, then that adjective will come at last, after all the determiners are used. Okay, now for example, the first famous person I met was Kiran Bedi. The first famous person. Here famous is used as adjective. First is also used. So first is your ordinal number which will come first, and after that we will use the adjective. Got it? The first famous person I met was Kiran Bedi. Right? So here famous is the adjective which will come later on. Alright? Now let's see some more examples here of post determiners. When we left the 2 children home, it was quite late. When we left the 2 children, here 2 is used as post determiners. Okay, that comes under cardinal, because in post determiners, what are the things that we include? We include cardinals, ordinals, we also include general ordinals, we also include quantifiers. Okay, so one more example. This is their 4th year in Gopalpur. This is their 4th. 4th is what? It comes under ordinal, right? Then, I hope my little contribution will help. Little comes under quantifier. Okay, so I hope that this is now clear. Right, both the classifications. First we studied about the classification which was based on the function they perform. Secondly, we studied about the classification of determiners which were based on what? Based on order in which they occur. Right? So, this was all about this chapter, students, right? And now we will see the worksheet. Okay? So, let's start the worksheet. Now students, I'm on page number 55 of your grammar book. Okay? Which page number? Page number 55. This is your worksheet 1. Alright? So please open. Please open this worksheet. Yes, we are on page number 55. Okay? Now the first one. Please open your page number 55, right? This is a worksheet 1. First is fill in the blanks with suitable determiners. Fill in the blanks with suitable determiners. You have to fill with determiners. Now, come on. First is dash books belongs to me. Dash book belongs to me. You can write anyone. This book belongs to me. That book belongs to me. Next. In dash childhood days, there were very dash electronic gadgets. In my childhood days, there were very few electronic gadgets, right? Third, how dash money can you raise for the charity event? How, what we can use? How much, okay? How much money you can raise for the charity event, right? Next is, she won the dash prize in the drawing competition. She won the first prize or second prize, you can write here. She won the first prize. Second, B is, correct the following sentences by replacing the wrongly used determiners. Okay. Now the first one, you have to correct it, replacing, which is wrongly used. Okay. Now first is, our little students came late for the test. So we don't use little with the students. It's wrong. So what we can write? Instead of little, what we can write? We can write few. What we can write? We can write few. Okay. A few students came late for the test. Next is, there are not much biscuits left in the packet. So instead of much, what we will write? There are not many. What we will write? We will write many. There are not many biscuits. Next, neither members of the show bowed to the audience. Neither members. Bow means what? To show respect. Sometimes you must have seen that like this. So that is called bow. Means giving respect to others. Yes, when we see it even to our elders also, we just bow. That is just to give respect. Okay. Now, neither members. S is used here. Neither members. So what you will write? Neither member. S you have to cut. So neither member of the show bowed to the audience. Right. We are on page number 55. I am telling you. You all have to fill this worksheet right now only. So come on. Next is, pass me little water. Pass me little water. So what you can write? Pass me a or some water. Got? Pass me. You can say, pass me some water. Right? What you can say? Pass me some water. Or you can say, pass me a little water. But just saying, pass me little water, that does not sound correct. Okay, pass me a little water. Pass me some water. So that sound better, that pass me some water. Okay. Now say is, arrange the determiners in their proper order and rewrite the sentences. Okay. The first is, the, within bracket, 3 first children were given a medal each. What you can write? The first 3. I told you first, the what will come first? If ordinal and cardinal both are used, what will come first? Ordinal will come first, right? So what we can say? The first 3 children. The first 3 children were given a medal each. Next is, your or all ideas are way ahead of our time. What we can say? All your ideas are way ahead of our time. Third, within bracket you have, these all 7 days I reached school early. So what is the answer here? All these 7 days, right? All these 7 days I reached school early. Okay. Next. Fourth is, last, the 2 films you suggested were incredible. So what you can write? The last two films you suggested were incredible. The last two films you suggested were incredible. Right? So students, this was your worksheet 1. Students, I hope that now this chapter is very much clear to you. Yes, because we already learned this thing before also, and today we did the revision as well as the worksheet. Yes. So now what is your homework? You have to revise this chapter thoroughly. Right? You have to revise all the content very well. Alright? So take care, stay home, and thanks for watching.